So what's up, guys? I got my headphones this time, but we're reacting to Planet Donut. Shout out to that YouTuber. He has over 5 million subscribers. I would recommend subscribing and notifying. I haven't even notified, but
You even sure that they can hear it?
yeah, other YouTubers do it.
Bluetooth?
Whatever. Check
No.
out. I'll check out. Okay. Wait, what is being? Yeah. He's starting to earn his electronics back. No clue. I read shooting out some fart paint stuff out of his butt. I don't know what. I have to for the views. He's gonna be He's
I
starting to
wanna
learn his
hear this.
electronics back, and
wanna
he's
hear
gonna
this.
start bringing most of the.
I want to hear this. I can't hear it, man.
Fine, I'll turn these off so my brother can hear it.
This must be like... Doo-doo-doo.
Kids.
Okay.
I'm Pringle the One, and today I'll be your narrator. Number
Guys, this was embarrassing. Oh, Pringle. Man, I need some Pringles right now. Let's put it here. Here.
10 was submitted by iPon3Time. When Dolan was in 4th grade, he decided to wear white pants to school one day. But on that day, it happened to be raining. As everyone was getting off the bus to enter the building, Dolan slipped on the top step and slid down. It was about a half hour later when someone pointed out the huge mud stain on the back of Dolan's pants that made it look like he had a bit of an accident. Needless to say, he never wore white pants again. Number 9 was submitted by Slider Turtle 123. When Ghost Toast was younger, him and his mom were in the grocery store. They were waiting in the checkout line behind a rather large woman. While she was taking her stuff out of the cart, the woman's pager went off and made a loud beeping noise. Ghost Toast yelled out,
"Watch out, Mom, she's backing up."
in reference to the loud beeping noises that big trucks make to warn passerbys. Another time, Ghost Toast and his mom were in the grocery store checkout line behind a rather large woman. He yelled out,
"Look, Mom, that lady's really fat."
pointing at the woman all the while. This is why Ghost Toast and his mom aren't allowed in that grocery store for a very long time. Number 8 was submitted by Kratzer's Rat 83. When Melissa was 6 years old, she had to pee
Hey, my mom's name is Melissa. So, wait, does that mean dun-dun-dun-dun, Illuminati confirmed? My mom is on Planet Dolan. Dun 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 dun.
No, she doesn't look like a bird.
Ah,
really bad.
and I
Since
sat
she was
on a
locked
bed.
out of her house at the time,
Whoopsie.
she decided to go pee under the tree. Melissa figured if boys can do it, so can girls. The only bad thing is that this busybody old lady that lives in every neighborhood happened to walk by just as Melissa dropped her panties. Just as the stream was about to start flowing, she heard screaming behind her, "Young lady, what are you doing? Little girls don't do that. Only boys pee outside." So Melissa looked around in sheer terror while pulling up her panties, trying not to pee herself. Both out of need and out of fright, she then took off running. Trying to run from the lady was not like trying to run from a new agent zombie.
Dang,
No matter how
there are
fast you run,
sneakers.
she's still going to catch up to you. Melissa lived on the 2nd floor and knew that her balcony door was open, so she attempted to climb up the 1st-story fence and get her little happy butt into her apartment. Unfortunately, the little bitty was able to catch up with her before then, so Melissa tried to hide behind the fence, only to have her neighbor rat her out. So here was Melissa, 6 years old, having to pee like no tomorrow, and this little old lady is chewing her ass out like she just started World War III. Melissa is in her 30s now and is still afraid to pee outside. Number 7 was submitted by the Orange
If it's
Fedora.
man-
This
If it's camping, I can understand, but in random times, that's kind of weird.
Do you have to like pause it every time you like...
They slapped.
Thanks for dice, man.
Diamondbacks.
Happened when Tolop was young, too young to remember
Wow.
directly, but still old enough to talk and walk. He was in the
Talk
church
about
pew
retard.
during a weekly mass and got a great urge to pee. So, being the kid he was, Tolop dropped his pants, grabbed his dangle,
That face though.
ran through the church's main walkway, through a side door, into the social hall, and then to the bathroom. During that whole scene, he yelled, "I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go!" Number 6 was submitted by Tentanips. According to her family, Gooby was a really sassy kid with no filter. The story her father loves to regale is when Gooby was about 5 years old, freshly in the 1st grade. They were at a Chinese food restaurant drive-thru getting the food they ordered, when Gooby popped up and said, "Ching ching chong ching." Her father immediately apologized to the worker, saying, "I'm so sorry, she's only in the 1st grade, she does not know." Then Gooby interrupted, "Dad, why are you sorry? That's how they talk." Gooby believes Karma will one day bless her with a child who will do the exact same thing. On that day, she will finally accept that child as her own. Number 5 was submitted by the Burning Spy Crab. When Slapped Ham was 4 years old, he had to do simple math homework, like take away.
Okay, you got funny.
Ow.
What?
My ears.
Oh my god.
You broke my ears, man.
Slapped.
That's some good pork.
No, he better not be eating a ham sandwich in this. Otherwise,
He probably does.
he better not do that or get slapped. Or slap some ham for no reason.
Slapped by hams.
When he asked his mom if she would help, his mom told him to call
He told about
somebody.
to eat ham
She
sandwich.
meant for Slapped Ham to call a friend or a relative,
No.
but she didn't specifically say who. So, Slapped Ham called the only number that he had memorized on his home phone, 911. A male operator responded and awkwardly helped him with 1 or 2 math problems, until his mother realized he was talking to the police. She told Slapped Ham to hang up, which he responded,
But you said if I needed help, I should call someone.
and she responded with, "I didn't mean the police." Slapped Ham then hung up, and his mother helped him for the rest of the night. She still tells this story at family reunions and has relatives laugh every time. Number 4 was submitted by Meta Glamourbot. When Doopy was about 7, she and her mom were watching a show. Doopy was into poetry, and she was trying to come up with something. Her mom had been in a really bad mood all day, so
That fast stuff.
when she came up with something, she walked up to her mom and loudly announced,
You're a grumpy gut and a slumpy slut.
Doopy didn't even know slut was a word, much less.
That fast stuff.
So when she came up with something, she walked up to her mom and loudly announced,
You're a
Ugh. Not only did she say that, but why does her arm look like it's made out of freaking string keys that's been melted? And her face. She looks like string keys
grumpy
that's
gut
been
and a
melted.
slumpy slut.
Doopy didn't even know slut was a word, much less what it meant. You can only imagine how that went. Doopy only said slut because it rhymed with gut. God, she was stupid. Number 3 was submitted by EIG. Hellbent was at the mall with his mom and 2 younger brothers. That day, he was going commando. A group of cute girls were walking towards them, and Hellbent's youngest brother decided to de-pants him in the middle of the mall. Hellbent was so embarrassed his face instantly turned red. He pulled up his pants, then ran to the nearest restroom and punched his brother until he cried. That was the last time he ever went commando. Number 2 was submitted by DeathMech35. Nixium was in Spain when he was about 2 years old. He was at the beach with his mom and grandma, and right as he came out of the water, the lady next to them went in. When Nixium came out of the water, he really had to pee, and the lady next to them left her picnic basket open. He thought it was a toilet and peed in it. It covered all her sandwiches, and when she came back, she wondered why her sandwiches were soggy and smelled bad. Nixium's family didn't see him do it.
Number 1 was submitted by Pringle himself. Back over to you, Pringle.
The ultimate crime. I'm gonna go and ruin these people's picnic and one day eat the sandwiches. didn't know what hit him. And I do it down the blue when no one's looking. The perfect rhyme.
And you spit all over my face.
Shut up.
Just quit smacking me.
I can't. I will choke. Okay. Okay. Stop that.
Then you stop.
No. Okay. So wait. Okay. So let's get back to it. But the ultimate crime. Okay, let's go again.
I was in the 4th grade, and the class had to go to the library. During this time, I had some really
No, not the library. That's the most boring place in the entire existence of human history. Legit, human.
really good
of all
beans the
human
day
history,
before.
Because it has
When the
it
class
in
was
there.
all gathered up in the library, the beans started coming back in a way, and my stomach was really rumbling. I didn't know if this was either gas or just poo-poo. So when I let out what I thought was possibly poo-poo, it was a really strong fart. Around me, all the kids said, "Ooh, smelly Pringles, ooh!" After that, it was difficult for me to cope with my emotions and embarrassment.
What did he turn into?
Glob.
He turned into like that human fish person.
Fish person. Human fish person.
No, it's like, no, seriously, there's a fish that looks like a human head does.
I
And most
know.
of it, he looks exactly like that. He looks like a Pokemon in a way.
Place.
And I kind of faded into obscurity. To this day, I still have trouble holding in my gas. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their story.
Wow.
Well, that was.
And there he is. Dun-dun-dun. Dude, can you hear me from that cigarette? He's legit
I
looking
don't
at
think they can
Helvin.
see your finger, man.
He's legit looking at Helvin's cigarette. And okay, guys, so that was what was it? Most embarrassing things we did as kids. So, yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the video, and bye!